Hey everyone, this is LOL Freddy again with another video for you. This one is a little bit strange, but a little bit awesome at the same time. I got my girlfriend Breath of the Wild Zelda for Christmas. Sorry, my phone's going off. For Christmas, and we're playing on the Wii U console because we don't have a Nintendo Switch yet. And we were running into issues with the Nintendo Pro controller, the actual Pro pad, not the gamepad, but the Pro controller, losing signal and just being really laggy overall. The connection being really laggy and losing signal. So I delved a little bit deep onto why the issue is. Apparently, the controllers run on the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum signal, and the gamepad runs at the 5.0 gigahertz spectrum. So that's why we weren't having issues with the gamepad, but the controller itself we were. And I was thinking maybe it has to do with the Wi-Fi, because we have both a 5 gigahertz spectrum Wi-Fi connection and a 2.4 as well. So what ended up working for me was basically going into my router settings and changing a value to a specific setting on the router itself, and it's basically the channel that it's connected to. Basically, I had my router on the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum signal connecting to automatically finding the best connection possible. That wasn't good because for some reason it was causing interference with the console itself, the controller. So what I did is I ended up changing it, and I'll show you guys how to do this. It's not super difficult to do, but it does require a little bit of technical know-how how to go to your router and change the setting. So the easiest way is to connect to your router. Make sure you're connected to the router either wired or wirelessly, and you go into the actual IP address of the router. Some happens to be 192.168.1.1. Some is 192.168.1. I'm sorry, .0.1, and so on and so forth. Just consult your manufacturer's instructions for your router to see what it is, your home IP to connect your gateway. So once you get here, it's going to ask you to log in. Obviously, each router is different. If you configure it, you should know how to do it. If not, there's tutorials on how to do this online, or there's go-by guides. Just Google search how to access your router and how to change settings within the router. So I already have mine configured, so I'm going to go ahead and log in real quick. Alright, and then from here, what you want to look for is a wireless connectivity settings. So for me, it's on the router settings, wireless. Each router is going to be different, obviously. Just scroll through the menus and find where it allows you to change your wireless settings. So I'm going to show you this real quick. Yeah, you can see my passwords. Oh well, as long as you guys are not near me, that's not a big deal. Anyways, so the problem here was with my 2.4 gigahertz signal, the mothership. It's running on the same frequency that the Pro controllers are running on. Pretty interesting, huh? You know, with the 5 gigahertz spectrum, I got no problem, so I don't have to worry about changing this. So this is just set to auto and auto, whatever. It's not a big deal. But with this, on my 2.4, the mothership, 2.4 gigahertz one, the channel was set to automatic, just like this. And that's not good. For some reason, it was causing a lot of interference, and our Pro controller was just getting knocked out of the network and not connecting for some reason with the console, and it's just being really laggy. You would press a button, it would take like 2 seconds to go through. So what I did to fix it was basically click on the channels tab, and then instead of having it set to auto, it set it up to a channel that is outside of the scope of the Wii U. I personally think the Wii U is using channel 6, because when I was having this on channel 6, I was having the worst interference possible. So what I did was switch it over to channel 11. Once you do that, you want to go ahead and apply it. And once you apply it, the router is going to sometimes reboot itself, and sometimes it can just apply it right away without having to reboot you, or sometimes it knocks off all wireless connections and then it just reboots again and everything is fine and dandy. But once you do that, you should notice a considerable improvement with your Pro controller and the connectivity with the Wii U console. You won't have the lag issues, and you won't have the random disconnects that happen. And again, like, my girlfriend's playing the game and she's not even that far away. She's maybe like 10 feet away from the TV and the console, and this was happening. So by me doing this, I was able to fix the issue. There's no more lag and no more connection drops on the Pro controller. And yeah, that's pretty much what you do. You apply it and then you click OK, and it's good to go. So if you guys are having the same issue that we were having, I recommend trying this rather than having to buy a new controller or move the router further away or whatever. Before you do anything that's invasive, that's going to cost you a lot of time, energy, and effort, I recommend logging into your router and changing your 2.4 gigahertz spectrum connection to channel 11 or another channel that's not channel 6. The further away from channel 6 it is, the better. Do not leave it on auto. And yeah, that worked for me, and it might work for you. So I definitely recommend you guys giving it a try. So if you do try it and it works, definitely shoot shoot a comment on the video, thumbs up it. It definitely helps the channel a bit. And if it didn't work, definitely I would like to hear more about your situation. Perhaps I can help you guys out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. I know it was kind of boring. It's just a screenshot and my voice over this, but hopefully this is enough to fix your Wii U Pro controller issues with the connectivity and the lag, okay? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. All right, bye-bye.